Hey everyone, welcome to a new brief training this week for Sentence Success Academy. I am Megan Clark, and if you're catching this video, I just want to say hi and thank you for hanging out with me. I wanted to jump on here real quick just to show, like, real briefly kind of like what I'm working on. And so let's see, we're looking at, I think today's the 8th, December 8th. So it's technically, give or take, like the first week of December. Instead of, I guess, me explaining like where your business should be, I'll talk a little bit about where I'm at right now. So, you know what, this year in particularly, but this month, compared to like December's before, it's just so different for me. I normally in the past would have events pretty much booked every other weekend, if not every weekend. Home parties, but mostly events. But you know what? This year I decided that I was going to take a little break from doing events. Not do a whole lot of them, maybe like 1 to 2 per month at most. And that I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really enjoying it. On the other hand, I'm not really sure what to do sometimes, like with my time that I have. So now that I'm kind of like gearing towards, of course, like the end of the year. And also I will say, I guess it was like 2 months ago or so or 2 or 3 months back, that I decided that I was like, okay, come December, mid-November, I'm not going to do as many events as I usually do. So what does that mean? That means that normally, like 2 or 3 months ago, with the host rewards that I would normally at that point start accumulating, I would normally let it build and then redeem them for things that I could turn around and sell at events, right? So, wax bars, mini warmers, fragrance flowers, the whole shebang. However, knowing that I was not going to do as many of the vendor events, I knew that I was like, okay, I'm going to have rewards coming between, August, September to the end of the year. What am I going to do with them? So some of the rewards I will say that I've earned, and I'm saying like if it's like a catch-all shopping link, maybe my personal shopping link, if I really don't absolutely need anything or if I'm out of anything, what I have been doing is contacting my customers that are my regulars, the ones that have been with me for a while, the ones that I knew more likely would be wanting to order soon. Maybe they were doing like some shopping for someone's birthday, wanted to treat themselves, etc. And those I offered out my half off credits to. And then as far as like the actual rewards, the host rewards itself, for the most part, I redeemed, and you put them towards like scent circles, because I love not only using them myself, but then I will give them sometimes to customers and such. Just, it's fun to have them on hand. Otherwise it would be like con cleanups. I do a lot of, sorry, all my hair was like getting in my face. I do a lot more porch pickups now. So for those of my customers that live local to me, I do like to give them just a little something for coming to my house and picking up their order. I don't do scent circles anymore. I used to. So nowadays, just really depending upon what their order entails, or if I know they have wax and warmers, for example, at their house, then I normally will give them like a con cleanup. Otherwise, it could be just whatever miscellaneous something I have on hand. Most of the time, it's been whatever samples I have on hand. But yeah, just a little something. You don't have to, but it's just a thought. So other than that, one of the things that I have been doing recently is, this is something that you can come up with on your own. As far as if you want to do this, not do this. So for me, the month of December, what that means for me is that anything that I have on hand that is like holiday scented, holiday based, could otherwise, if it's not, could otherwise be turned into a holiday gift. And I'll show you what I mean here in a little bit. Anything that I have on hand. So this goes for you guys that are actually listening, watching, this video right now. If whatever you have on hand, even if it's just a couple items, 1 to 2 items, you want to figure out how you can turn that into a holiday gift. One of the number one things that I have found with my customers, specifically my local customers, is that it never fails that typically a week, maybe 2 weeks before Christmas, I always will have at least one person reach out, and they're like, "Hey, do you have anything that's put together? I need a last minute gift, or I forgot to shop for so and so, or oh my gosh, all my coworkers are getting something for our boss and I haven't gotten anything, or oh man, we're at work and at work we have Secret Santa and I don't know what to get my Secret Santa person. Can you help me out?" I need a teacher gift. I mean, you guys, you name it. Stocking stuffer gifts. Or I've had customers in years past that have been like, "Hey, you know what? I'm putting this gift basket together, and this gift for a friend or family member, and I have a little room left, and I just need one more thing. What do you have?" That kind of stuff, right? Because here's the thing: is that as sensing consultants, as a consultant, you want to be able to share with your customers and potential customers how you can elevate the experience for them, what you can do, what you do during the holiday season that's going to otherwise set you apart from any other consultant, let alone getting their attention to be like, "Hey, support my small business, don't go other places, this is how I can serve you." Now, I will also preface and say that you absolutely do not have to have product on hand in order to make any sales during this holiday season. You don't have to have anything on hand. In fact, you can have their order shipped to you. And what I'm about to show you here in a second is something that you could easily do for them. We're talking once the product arrives in the actual box that Scentsy ships their products in, I'm talking about taking the products out. Something as simple as setting them. Do I have something here? You don't have to have the exact thing, but if you have, I've collected these over the years, whether I shop stores after the fact that when they're on sale after December, I repurpose a lot of these things. When my husband and I exchange gifts, or I've exchanged gifts with friends and family members, a lot of times containers, bags like this are still perfectly fine. Y'all, I collect all these things from them. I don't want to throw it away. A lot of this is like brand new, never touched. Wherever you're getting it from, even like, oh, where did I have it? Somewhere around here. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. So I actually got this back in August from Goodwill, y'all. That was something that I'm definitely going to be doing this next year, is shopping Goodwill. And probably the same time, honestly, next year, it'll be like August, early September. But looking at a lot of things that are donated Christmas wise. So look how cute this is. It's a little sleigh. And my vision, my plan is to build Scentsy products. So like, for example, I don't have the other half. Oh wait, no, it is right here. So for example, I have like a mini warmer that's going to go in here. And then I'm going to do the fragrance flower. Like so. And then like that. And then of course I'm going to take the flower out of the box so they can actually see the physical flower. The mini warmer is going to go here. And then I'm going to pair it with a wax bar. And then I'm going to wrap this in a clear bag with a bow. So how cute is that? Now, here's the thing. I know that a lot of times when I have conversations with, whether you're on Team Faith and Soul, whether you're on my team, or other consultant friends of mine, or somebody maybe that I've never met before, maybe you're watching this video and you're like, "I don't have the vision for that. I don't even know where to start." Don't overthink it, you guys. Boxes like this, you can easily open up, put a little filler paper into the bottom, put some wax bars in there, put your products in there. Let the packaging basically speak for itself. If you're not the type that your imagination's not there, or maybe perhaps, let's be honest, sometimes some of y'all, some of us during the holiday season get really busy, caught up with things, tired. The last thing you want to think about is, how am I going to package this stuff together for it to look like a holiday gift, right? So some of the things that I have actually started on myself, and like I said, I don't actually, other than wax bars and maybe like one mini warmer, I don't have any other holiday products. Going back to the fact that I knew going from July, August, I knew ahead of time, again, like I said earlier, that I was not planning on doing any events for the most part during the holiday season, which for me, that meant I'm not going to use my rewards to get anything holiday based to have on hand because there was just no reason for it. Okay. But what's really great is that otherwise, the things that I have actually collected along the way over the last year, year and a half, I can turn into looking like holiday gifts. So I'm going to show y'all a few examples of what I've been working on so far. I do have an event this next weekend, I believe on Sunday, and it's definitely the kind of events that I am so excited to do and love to do. Is because not only is it free, if it's free, it's for me, but also the fact that it's at a like assisted living retirement community type building, type establishment, and those type of places I really truly like setting up a table because for one, I know that most of the time there's going to be really great conversation with the people who usually live there, but the staff as well. I'm somewhat familiar with the place because I actually have a Scentsy customer that pretty cool. She actually lives at this establishment, so I am very well versed in this place. Not only that, but I deliver with Amazon in the morning sometimes in the week during the week, and I on occasion have delivered to this location again. And one of the individuals that now works there, I actually used to do events with at it like a year ago, or yeah, last year we did events together. And I did events at the place that she used to work at. So I'm very excited about this, but that's next Sunday. And not only that, but then I have a good variety of customers that live around the area. One of the things that I plan on doing, because my event is not until next Sunday, I do plan on actually not only taking photos of some of the things that I'm putting together and creating a reel, just as a little nudge reminder of like, don't forget, holiday shopping, choose me your Scentsy person, etc. But to market just different type of things that I can do like with product, right? But on top of that, what I want to do as well is I'm going to reach out to my local customers and just maybe, I think what I might do is like pose with like 3 or 4 of the products and then just create like a little photo that I can send to them and then text them out and just be like, hey, something clever, cutesy, right? I love using ChatGPT for these kind of things. So I'll probably say something along the lines of in my text, hey, Scentsy Claus here, your favorite, scented elf, just dropping in. Let me know if I can help with any last minute shopping needs. I have, gifts ready to go, whatever I want to say. In the years past, I know last year for a couple of customers, I actually loaded up what I did have on hand. Things, again, you're about to see here in a second, I know, that are gifted, ready to go. I would load my car up with whatever I had, not a whole lot, basically the bare minimum, but I would load up my car and I remember I would drive up to their house and they were just I did it for like 2 or 3 customers last year and they were so grateful because they were able to just casually come out comfortable, like in their clothes that they were wearing in their home, at the end of the day, come out to my car, open my trunk up, they were able to shop and it was great. And I actually think that was seriously like a couple of days before Christmas. So here are a couple of things that I personally have been working on. This is a fine example of one product that you can take that is absolutely not Christmas holiday based period at all, but then make it appear to be like a holiday gift. So here you see I have this awesome Scentsy Buddy that is currently available, which is so super cute. So I got this at the dollar store. It says Merry Christmas. It'll probably be backwards on the video, but yeah, so it says Merry Christmas. I got this at the dollar store. In fact, they are actually still available right now, but it's a little sleigh. I did see them at Family Dollar the other day. So they are still available. And I did take a bow. This time, I was going to try to wrap the bow around the sleigh, but it was gaudy and it was just taken away from the actual, like, sleigh itself. So, funny enough, I actually tied it around his neck, which I think came out so adorable, so classy. These little ribbons I absolutely love because I am horrible, you guys, at making ribbons. I don't want to take the time to do it, and I don't know how to do it. So, what I love about these is the fact that I was able to order them. Let's see if I can show y'all. I ordered them from Amazon, and it came in this huge multi-pack, different colors, but they're so user-friendly, and all you have to do, you guys, is you take two two strings. Yeah, you take two strings, you pull it, and it pulls and bundles all of the material together, and then makes this beautiful bow. And you just tie it off, which is so awesome. I have the scent pack for him in the very back, and I'm just leaving it like that. I'm not even going to put it in a bag because this actually, I mean, now granted, when I do my event and I do bring him with me, I do plan on putting him in a bag for them to like be able to walk around. But for the time being, like showcasing it on my table at my event, I'm not going to bag it because I want them to visually, the bag in itself, I feel like it's going to take away from that. Next, one other thing that I've been doing is taking a room spray and putting it in a coffee mug. Now, the little miscellaneous ornament that you see in here, I had just kind of a handful of just rando holiday Christmas things left over from the last year or two for just this kind of stuff here that I haven't used at any point. You don't have to do that because obviously we're not charging our customers for that, but what they're paying for is just the Scentsy product in itself. Now, I will say, as far as the coffee mugs are concerned, funny story, I did not realize until this year just how many coffee mugs, specifically Christmas mugs, that I personally had on hand. So what I did, which I've never done before, but I'm like, I'm definitely doing this next year. So I ended up going through all of my coffee mug collection and pulled out the ones that I really just don't need anymore, haven't really used. Obviously, wash them, clean them up, and that's what I'm doing with them. I didn't go to the stores. I didn't go to Dollar Store. I didn't go to Target, Hobby Lobby, all those places like I used to in the past. I just solely used what I already had on hand. And then, like I said, the clear bags I also got from Amazon, and then the ribbon more likely from Amazon too. But the ribbon I already had on hand. But yeah, super cute. Things like this our customers want because it looks elevated. It looks more expensive than it really is. Let's see, another thing that I did recently, this is actually new for what I'm doing. I've had a couple of mini warmers that for whatever reason, I don't know why, I haven't sold at events. So I want to do something different that I have not done before. So I'm curious to see how this is going to do. So this is one of the mini warmers that I had on hand. I dropped a wax bar in there. As you can see, I had a little ribbon that I tied off just to kind of elevate it. I didn't want to take away from how pretty this mini warmer is. As you can see, I did put some crinkle paper. These bags are also available on Amazon. And in fact, anything that I'm mentioning that I've ordered supply-wise, I will make sure and list the links for that in the comments of this video. Now, one thing you have to actually absolutely make sure that you're putting into your bags, boxes, etc. is the paperwork that comes with whatever you're putting in the bags and the boxes. So, for example, another thing that I did, and I'm actually doing different things with them, but I love dressing up our fragrance flowers. So basically you're opening up the box here, laying it flat, putting the flower back in. This box stays the same. Paperwork goes with it. Make sure everything is labeled by the way that leaves your house. These ornaments I did actually buy last year, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. You can actually get these for super cheap at the dollar store, by the way. Dollar store and Walmart. Yeah, either of those, I think, give or take, the prices are pretty similar. But yeah, just use whatever you have on hand. Another thing that I'm going to be doing recently, or going to do within the next couple of days, something very similar to this, but I have Christmas ornaments that a friend of mine gifted to me. I don't plan on using them, so I'm going to repurpose them and put them in the bag just like this to the side. So repurpose what you already have on hand. Don't throw out your Christmas decor. If you have people in your neighborhood that are giving things away, selling things for super cheap, take it, repurpose it. You never know when you're going to use it again. I thought there was one more thing that I was going to show y'all, but I guess not. I guess it was just those couple things. The other thing that I have done as well, I just don't have it with me right now, it's in the other room, is the box that the Air Solos come in, the mini Air Solos. I've been putting the box basically at the bottom and then putting the pod pack on top. You can take, of course I don't have that either, it's okay, pivot. You can take any kind of like ribbon material, wrap around it, tie a knot twice, piece, call it a day. Don't overthink it. Just have some fun during the holiday season. I might do a part two as I go along, because I think for the most part, I thought that there was something. I swear, I thought there was something else I was going to show y'all, but I guess not. But as I go along, because I do have about a handful or so of other different types of products like warmers and such that I'm playing around with, as far as like making them like ready to, giftable, all that stuff. But yeah, as I go along, I might do a part two. Definitely before my event this next Sunday. But other than that, that's really just what I wanted to show y'all. But like I said, work with what you have this holiday season. If you don't have anything on hand, Scentsy has an incredible gift section on your website that you can click on. It breaks down different price points depending upon what your customer's price point is spending wise. I highly recommend checking out clearance as well, especially because with clearance, you're able to bundle, anywhere between 2 to 3 items to create like a themed holiday bundle. Think outside the box as far as non-holiday, non-Christmas things. A lot of our customers, when someone receiving something for Christmas, they may not necessarily want it to be like Christmas based. That's where the decor, like the things that we're putting the products in, come in handy, to where if it's like the ribbon, the gift tag, the bags, whatever the case may be, that makes it look holiday friendly, right? But think outside the box. We have an entire catalog, y'all, on our website that is non-holiday, non-Christmas focused. So hopefully you got a little takeaway from that. Like I said, use what you have on hand, get it ready where it's giftable, ready to take. I promise y'all, you're gonna have at least one customer, if not more, reach out to y'all before Christmas that's going to want something at the last minute. Make sure that you're prepared. Otherwise, like I said, work with them, make it work from your website. There's still plenty of time to be able to get their gifts in by Christmas. I know that window is slowly but surely closing. I would say no later than the end of this week, because remember, shipping is only business days. So till next time, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have an incredible week. And if you haven't already, Team Faith and Soul, make sure and check out your website. Definitely check the website out, because there are a lot of products that are not only available, but some of them are going away. I know that the contract that Scentsy has with I believe it was Monster Universal, I feel like I'm gonna get that wrong, is going to the contract they're not renewing. So there's a lot of products that are going away currently. So make sure and check that out. Also, y'all know I talk about this every time I do a training. Make sure you're downloading your Scentsy Connect app. Y'all, that works fabulously, especially now that we are busier this time of year, doing things with family, doing things with friends, kids, grandkids, all the things, working hard. The app will definitely be your best friend. And reach out to me if you have any questions otherwise. But until next time, I hope you'll have an incredible week.